Hello everyone, I hope you're well, you're enjoying your day, and you're wearing your favourite fragrances and you're smelling great. And this is what we'll be opening today. It is Montale Black Aoud Eau de Parfum, 100ml. Okay, so just a disclaimer, this is a blind buy. It's my first introduction to anything Montale. I know nothing about them. Actually, no, what I have heard about Montale is that they're incredibly strong, I believe. Quite powerful fragrances, so that's pretty much all I know. What was this? I believe this was 60 English pounds. So yeah, I thought, well, let's have a look. I'm pretty much into my ouds, as perhaps some may know. So yeah, let's have a little look at what Montale's ouds are like then, if there is any oud in this. We'll have a look at the notes in a bit. I'm not sure what's in this. I got closed. Real blind buy. I just saw it on offer. So yeah, and that's the grand opening. Unwrapping, undressing. About to get naked with Montale. Right. So what surprises me with this is it's incredibly light. There is a slight smell of rose there, I can smell. But yeah, I do believe there is rose in this actually. Usual, well, not usual, so I'll take that back. So there's a little bag, similar to Mancera, that came in a little bag. Not sure of the functionality of that, if anything, though. Well, I suppose it adds to presentation. That's why it's light. It's matte. So yeah, it's really baffling, that is. That's 100ml. It feels about there. It's like, is that what 100ml is? Flipping half empty. Yeah, I've been weighing it. Let me know, is that common for a Montale? It's literally about there, that full. So is that 100ml? I don't know. It just, compared to anything else I've ever held, like bottle wise, and I appreciate most of them are glass, this is so light. There's a little pull thing there, grenade clip. Hope it don't explode. Slight smell of rose. There's nothing to suggest that there's any leakage. It would have gone on the box, no doubt. That just feels so empty. Well, let's have a little blast anyway. Right. So immediate rose. Not getting any oud. I don't mind rose, to be fair. I've really got into the rose oud like combination. It's not wowing me, there's. It's nice. Rose is it's a challenging one. It's one of them ones. It's very nice, though. It's associated very much with, yeah, them old school 1960s, 70s like perfumes. Old people are wear. This is quite fresh, so it's a fresh rose. So for men to pull off rose, it's really has to be the right occasion, I feel. I don't find rose scented fragrances are very good in high heat. or it depends what you like. Actually, my experience is they really overperform. High heat, it just brings the radiation of the rose out. If you like that, then yeah, it works. This, to be honest, it's it's a bit weak. I don't know what to talk about Montale's being strong, beastly. When I say weak, I thought it was going to be like a real explosion. What do I think? It's very rose heavy, this, yeah, and there's almost like a syntheticness about it. I'm not an expert. My understanding is with rose as an oil, it's fairly expensive, and so's oud as well. So would I be surprised if this was synthetic rose and synthetic oud? When that was £60 for that. Okay, so first impressions. I'm not overly disappointed. I'm not overwhelmed. I'm not like, wow. It's just like spraying roses on you. The smell of roses on, and not a very quality rose as well. If you're gonna go get some roses from Kew Gardens or something, or buy them from a garage forecourt, then this is garage forecourt rose. Doused in petrol fumes. I'm disappointed with the oud. Very disappointed with the oud. I'm not smelling any unless that comes from the dry down. And there's almost like a soapy vibe. When I reach my head back there and I get a real smell. It's like a soapiness. I hope that dissipates, to be honest. I hope that doesn't linger around. Well, let's have a look anyway on the usual Fragrantica. So mainly cause rose, oud, patchouli, musky, woody, floral, warm, spicy, amber, citrus. And the notes are rose, argarwood, oud, patchouli, musk, French labdanum, and mandarin orange. Not getting any orange from this. So Black Aoud by Montale is a woody, floral, musk fragrance for men. Black Aoud was launched in 2006. The nose behind this fragrance is Pierre Montale. Definitely florals in this. That's pretty much all I can smell. Right, so we'll go hit some pros here. Great projection and longevity, assertive and wild scent. Maybe it's that opening, it might need to macerate somewhat in this and get some oxidization into that bottle. Just, I find sometimes that helps. I've had brand new bottles before, and yeah, I come back to it months later and I find that the opening is different. So maybe that might help with that. Right, good for cold weather. Well, it is getting chilly now. Central heating weather. Masculine rose oud combo. I'm not getting the masculinity out of this, to be fair. I mean, it may settle down into that oud, as I mentioned. What I will do with this, I'll give it a wear tonight. I'll put some oud on underneath. I think it needs a little oud addition. Aura of intrigue and mystery. Okay. If that oud was coming through, definitely, yeah, though at the moment, there's nothing intriguing about this. It's just rose and floral. Complex and elegant composition. Okay, so luxurious elements of rose and oud and suitable for both genders. Yeah, this is definitely unisex. and I'd have to wear this to find the complexity in it, because the opening just overdosed me with rose. So yeah, it wouldn't be fair to just take it off its opening, judge this off its opening. So it actually, what I'll do, I'll wear this. I'll take back the oud. I won't put the oud on, and I'll wear this for the night, just to be fair. May not be everyone's taste, not suitable for all occasions. These are cons. Overpowering and suffocating rose scent, too intense or fizzy for some noses. I can feel it strengthening up, actually. Industrial or aggressive scent. Industrial. Always like that word when used next to fragrances. Industrial. Right. Not unisex despite claims. A woman could pull this off easily, and men in a right occasion could pull this off. Medicinal oud smell in initial application. That might be the soapiness I'm smelling. May cause arrhythmia. I'm not sure what that is, or choking for some people. Okay. well, hopefully not. I mean, wouldn't want that to be responsible for people's death, choking them. I'm sure wouldn't Ifra have picked up on that if it had. I'm not sure I'd have been able to buy it for 60 quid off a discounter. Right. So let's have a look at some stats. Yeah. So longevity, it's saying it's eternal here and long lasting. Didn't feel like that, to be honest. It felt putting it on that it was quite bland, and I was half tempted to put a little bit more on. And now that that's sort of dissipating, that opening, I can feel, yeah, this is quite a performer. It's, yeah, the sillage is enormous and strong. I can feel it radiating now. So maybe all my opening comments might be worth ignoring. Revisiting this, I was really surprised to see there was no rum accord in the breakdown. For me, it smells exactly like rum in the opening. It's alright, there are plenty of other rose oud fragrances I would reach over this, which is why I'm glad it's only a sample I own. Well, for £60 for 100ml, it's, yeah, I mean, buy a sample of this, it's, what would it be, £5.99, then postage, it's like a tenner, and £10 that is, and yeah, so to have this is, yeah, I'd probably wear this more than just what I'd wear a sample, obviously, though. Yeah, I think that's value for money. More than 2 sprays in its chemical warfare from Rafa 14. Reminds me so much of Gucci oud. Kind of underwhelming. The classic Montale oud with dark roses, deep forest filled with roses and oud. I was underwhelmed by this on initial. Now it's starting to take its shape. The rose is actually settling down. It's not smelling as cheap as it did. It's getting deeper, richer. I'm starting to feel like most Montale fragrances smell pretty much the same. Like Icarus, sound warnings were ignored as I flew too close to the sun. Black Aoud, I tried to tame thee, only to meet my demise in the sea. Take it, it didn't work for what he oversprayed. I called it oud for dignity. Beast mode, nuclear energy mass, appealing, complement, magnetic. I'm not getting any oud. Maybe that's what's missing out of half this bottle. Half the oud's not there. It's like, oh, geez. Right, it smells like a really strong synthetic cleaning solution, albeit not a bad one. Nice frag for a robot. On paper, this is a big 0. On skin, it's not much better. The synthetic aura overpowers any nuance. I might want to try the intense version in the name of religious penance. Okay, so yeah, that's similar to what I experienced, to be fair, that it's synthetic and like, yeah, cleaning, that's like soapy. Super classic Arabian profile, like every Arabian market. Friday musk wearing gentleman smells like this, and a hint of smoky backhaul. So for Arabian people, very strong. But this is what I think is a simple oud and rose scent. It's dark and has a soapy vibe. It's not massively strong, but not many sprays are needed. It carries with the wind nicely. Yeah, I don't think I'll probably add any more sprays. The opening to this is not that spectacular. However, I'm feeling it on the dry down now. It's finding its character more. Maybe it just need exposed to the atmosphere, the air. Though that soapiness is still there, and I'm not sure I like that. Rant all you want, there's a reason why this one is Montale's bestseller. Another masterpiece from Montale. The oud is definitely there, but what makes or breaks this fragrance is the synthetic rose. I find it smells very feminine. But I'm not a fan of rose in colognes. I'll probably try before buying. Yeah, I would. This isn't a safe blind buy. I'm not disappointed. I will wear this. It's that if you don't like rose, back off, man. Just stay right away, obviously. And same with florals. Disappointed. I'm not picking up any oud. Really am. Whenever I do that, I just smell the cheap soapiness in it. Yeah, this guy's saying it should be named Black Rose, a unisex rose balm on your skin. I love it, but not a good blind buy, as it will be polarizing. Yeah, I'd say call it Rose. Black Rose. Yeah. Dab very sparingly, don't spray. It's very good that way. I love it for the cold days in the musk. It's a very deep and beautiful rose scent, but not for the faint-hearted. This is definitely a beast mode fragrance. People will smell you from yards away. The only other rose oud fragrance I have is Acasta by Parfums de Marly. And I absolutely adore that. I really do. I don't wear it half as much as it needs to be worn. That's just a stunner for me. Right, I really wanted to like this one. The oud is fantastic in it, but that cloying synthetic rose smell gets almost compounded and acidic as it wears in, leaving me wanting to scrub it out of my skin and clothes. A definite sample before you buy. It's not everyone's cup of tea. Okay, so what are my thoughts on this? I put 4, maybe 5 sprays on. I'm in mixed minds with this. I've got a suspicion I'm actually going to enjoy this. my only misgiving, and it may be batch, it may be formulation, I don't know, is for me I'm not picking up the oud, though that's not a problem because the rose in here is very, very strong, and I like rose fragrance anyway. So as I mentioned previously, it would just be a case of just applying just some oud oil beneath this. Well, actually, maybe on top of this. Yeah, that's a decision or an experiment. I'll have to try which one works best. I'm coming round to it. Didn't like the opening, to be honest. It was just a bit too synthetic. However, that's dissipated all but somewhat. What could I say? Yeah, I'm actually starting to enjoy it. Occasion wise for this, I'm going to be hard pressed to find occasions, to be fair. A music gig, perhaps, with some oud oil in this, a music gig, a rock gig or something, it would work. We're struggling to place this one. Would it be an office scent? Possibly with one spray. There's possibility this could be an office scent if just one spray. And I like that idea the person mentioned earlier, try dabbing it. Yeah. So that might be an idea to like perhaps spray on your fingers or in a jar and just apply it like that. That might be a better application of it, just to be able to make it wearable, because I've got a real distinct feeling that this in a confined space is just gonna be really powerful, overbearing. So yes, overall, as an introduction to Montale, I'm not disappointed. No, I'd be keen to hear if anyone else has had this and what they've felt about it, and personal wear experiences, like where have you worn this, where's it been suited, and have you layered it with anything as well? Have you put anything else with this? That'd be interesting, because if I'm to be fair, because I'm not picking up the oud and it is just rose, it is feeling about very linear, and I'm not one for linear scents. Whenever there is a linear scent fragrance in my collection, I generally layer them. Maybe that might defeat the point of that fragrance if it's designed to be linear. I mean, somebody earlier said this was sophisticated and complex or something. Not picking that up myself, so maybe that might happen the longer it wears. Though I'm getting the feeling it's not going to change much from what it is now. So yeah, okay, so not disappointed for a blind buy. No, I don't want my money back, and I'm probably not going to resell this. So yeah, it'll go on the shelf, and it'll have to have some serious consideration for where I wear this. And yeah, 100% I'll be adding oud to this because I've flipping cheated. They've cheated me out my oud. But other than that, yeah, okay, fair enough. You know, certainly some work gone into it. So yeah, with that, I'll just bid you all adieu, and thank you very much for spending some time with me. And yeah, I hope you'll create value in your lives and your environment. I wish you all the best. Bye.